Nothing weird going on other than car stuff. We're just a YouTube channel about cars.
Nothing weird going on here, especially on Tuesdays. Dude, where's my car?
Talk about Tuesdays, dude. That's when shit happens. Can you get me a Phillips?
Yeah, no. Oh, shit, dude. Not only did I drop that first try, but I caught that first try.
Hey, man.
Do you know about dropping that, copping that Phillips head screwdriver?
I don't know anything about that, man.
What all are you trying to plug in there, bud? Oh, wait, like stuff for the speedo and whatnot, yeah?
The dash and stuff, yeah. Okay, so it's been a while. I've got the dash back in the car. That's actually the glove box hanging down. I got the rest of the wiring harness tucked up and in under the dash. The wires running to the ECU kind of go behind where the stereo will be. I've got the gauges right here. The wires are going through the vents. I still need to route the vacuum hose for the boost gauge. Honestly, the car, if I put the key in it and we had a battery connected to it, it should start and run just like it used to in Quentin's old car. But we've moved our focus directly from wiring harness to prepping the car for primer, because we told you guys we were going to prime the car like 2 or 3 videos ago, and it still hasn't happened. We've been slowly chipping away at bodywork. One thing that is impossible to show you guys with the whole building of metal fenders is how freaking long bodywork takes. Like, there's no molds here. This is all hand cut. You guys watch the whole thing, except for, you know, the 50 hours of bodywork that have gone into it after the fact. Car's taped off. Well, I mean, we still have to tape off the bottom half of the windshield, the sunroof, and we need to take the taillights out, but I mean, it is more or less ready for paint. So Samsquanch is here and has a fun development.
Oh yeah. So this hood's kind of beat, and it would be a big project to fix it, and so we've been watching for a long time for a hood, and 2 of them came up. One was steel and one was carbon fiber, and I know the originally they had a carbon fiber hood on the More Skidsmobile, and so kept trying to get a hold of that dude. You know how it is, never called back. Finally today, both of them called back, because that's how it works. And we worked out a deal with the carbon fiber hood. It's a little beat, but I think if we sand off the clear coat on it and refinish it, it's going to be prime. It's a stock hood, stock style hood, not a vented one, so we might...
So for a while we'll probably rock the carbon fiber just in the spirit of the old More Skidsmobile, like the original version of like the wide body JZ. They had a carbon fiber hood right before they took it to Villains and wrecked it. That's exactly why I haven't gone to Villains yet. I'm totally scared of that track.
It's a scary place, man. I want to go really bad, but I'm totally scared.
Yeah, nah, me and my dad are both scared to drive at Villains.
This garage is super tiny, and so I thought it would be a good idea to make a little more room in here. And so we pulled off the bumper. That'll also let us paint the bumper better, because I can't possibly paint in this like 18 inches of space. Just enough room for us to get that taken care of, but I probably spent an hour getting the bumper off, so not real happy about that, but it's done. What's going on here, Jay?
Wiring harness is all tucked in, and I really hope this car runs. Alright, so I've got all of the wiring done on the inside of the car now. Everything is wired up in the engine bay. All of the lines that are necessary for the motor to start are hooked up. The coolant lines are not hooked up, and we don't have a map sensor plugged in currently. So we have to wait to go get some vacuum hose for the map sensor before we start the car. But I think I've said it a couple times now, it's pretty much ready to go. Alright, the whole front of the car has a bed sheet over it. We've got the fenders hung on here. The whole windshield is taped off. Like we said, we're getting a new hood, so this hood's kind of garbage to us. All that's left is the sunroof, and then we are ready to go.
We've been kind of on the fence about what to do with the sunroof. This was the paint on this edge was in terrible shape, and we sanded it all off. And we're thinking about leaving it shiny, but I don't think that's Jonas doesn't think that's a good mix for the design that he's got planned. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint it. And so I've got it all set up so it'll take self-etching primer right now, and we'll go ahead and paint this the same gloss as the roof, I think. Hopefully that'll hold up. I know that bare metal doesn't like to take paint, but we'll see what's going on because it's good and scuffed. So
I'm gonna do the doors now. Probably let this flash off quite a bit. You can see some of the things I was worried about very clearly, and since we're painting this black, we'd have to make a choice about whether we accept that or not. It is a drift car. Totally reasonable to just say, hey, good enough. Looks like the paint's sticking all right to the sunroof surround, so that's cool. I'm gonna put on more paint, and I'm not gonna run the camera because I've got enough boring footage of me doing nothing. So
alright, so here it is, first coat. I'm gonna have to get this in so we can get this video up. You'll have to wait for better results until the next video. Sorry about that. It wasn't meant to be a teaser, but this is all we can do for the minute. We gotta let it dry up, and I gotta mix more paint, and Jonas has got some editing he wants to do, so here's what you get.
don't you know about the Special Forces heat sources?
I know nothing about the Special Force heat source. I mean, what?
The Special Forces heat sources eat seahorses
anyways,